Dick, you know, Jerry had the tire service here in town for years, and I heard somebody spotted him out putting stuff on the road to get in your tires so he could drum up business. Is that true, Jerry? Sure. Very good, J.D.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? Good back and squint, see old faces. So, class of 1979, any 1979ers in the room? I'm the only one. Well, first of all, our family wants to thank the Sequim Pioneer Association for putting this event on and honoring my dad this evening, as well as my mom. As a lot of you probably know, it's not easy to have both a mom and dad named Jerry, the same name, you know. So thank you, Mom, for being married to Dad for 60 plus years. Congratulations. Wanted to thank all of you for buying tires from Tire Service Company. You put all of us through college. I want to thank you for that. I dropped out of college after 1 quarter, so my dad bought a pickup with that tuition money. Brand new truck was in his driveway when I told him. So anyway, I want to take a few minutes here. I really didn't know how much I was supposed to say, but I just want to share a few things about my dad. And he's been a good dad, been an amazing dad. My mom and dad have 6 kids, 13 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild, 1 brand new great-grandchild. And of course, my dad's lived in Sequim all of his life. Probably the only time he wasn't living here when he was commercial fishing up in Alaska, or hunting in Montana, or Wyoming, or something like that. But I just want to real quickly go over his resume. I grabbed up some newspaper clippings. I'm just going to go through this real fast. County Planning Commission, 7 years. School Board, 8 years. Let's see, named Citizen of the Year, the J. Sherman Citizen of the Year in 1975. Was in charge of Commissioner of Little League Football for 6 years, 7 years of directing Little League Baseball. A quote from the Sequim Press: Jerry is only 43 years old, but he has done more for the community during that time than many do in a lifetime. Then I found out he gave the guy a new set of tires with no charge. He has 2 daughters. One of them's not here tonight. One of his grandsons is graduating from USC this evening, and that's why Denise is not here. But he has 2 daughters, former royalty here. And then he teaches volunteers and shoots trap shooting to FFA students at Sequim High School. And then I dug this one up. The Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife honored Dad in 2007 as Volunteer of the Year award. So just got a lot of, it's amazing how much he's done. I just want to share a couple quick things about my dad. Dick Shaw was doing is Dick Shaw here by chance?
He was here a couple years ago.
Was he? I know that he was a Grand Pioneer a few years ago. Anyway, he was having a softball game going on at his home, and it was for the honor roll students. It was Honor Society. He was the teacher, the adult for the Honor Society, and my sister Denise was pitching. She wasn't the best athlete in the family. She took a baseball right between the eyes, and just had a disastrous black and blue face there for a good month or 2. Anyway, Dick was so nervous that there was going to be something like a lawsuit, and I remember Dick coming over to my dad's house, and I remember my dad looking at Dick and saying, "You know what, Dick? You were doing something for the kids. There's no way on earth I would ever do anything like that. You know, that was a total accident. You know, you are, you know, involved with the children and making a difference and giving them opportunities, and I just want you to know you don't have to worry about that at all." And that's, my dad just was always fair. I remember at the tire shop he'd give credit to kids who had never had credit before, just to see if they pay him back, and then if they did, then he wouldn't chase them down. But anyway, my favorite sports story, my brother David's final year of Little League football, they went undefeated, and they were playing the Port Townsend Colts. And the Colts had never won a game that year. As a matter of fact, they probably had never had a game closer than 30, 40 points. They were just a lot of little tiny boys on a very terrible team. And it was the last game of the year for them. They were playing in Sequim against the Sequim Lions. And Sequim was up probably 35-0. So what my dad used to do when his team was, the score was getting a little high, he'd punt on first down. So he kept punting on first down, trying to get that team to score a touchdown. They'd never scored a touchdown all year. So with just a few minutes left in the game, he called a timeout, and he went out in the field, and he told the kids on the team, if anybody touches the next guy that has the ball, you're going to be running lap after lap next practice. So Port Townsend hiked the ball, and they scored their very first touchdown. You would have thought they won the championship. They carried that little boy who scored that touchdown off the field on their shoulders like they had just won the championship. One last thing here. There was an article in the Gazette that says, Angiuli raises $1,600 in 3 minutes. Wish I would have known that when I was asking him for money when I was 17 and 18 years old. He wasn't that good when I asked for it. Anyway, some of you might remember he helped a levy. A levy had failed in Sequim. And my dad, along with probably some of you in this room, actively went out and raised money. He convinced the high school kids to do a raffle. I'm pretty sure it was probably Chuck Lehman who donated $500 worth of groceries, as he surely's here today. And the kids raised over $17,000, and they saved football that year. They saved the operetta, they saved the annual, and they saved the senior play. And anyway, Dad, we love you. Thank you for being who you are. We're proud to be your kids. Jerry, enjoy that.